I have had some friends and folks on YouTube ask me about how to straighten already finished arrows that are fletched, have been shot, etc. It's really fairly simple. If you've looked at the first two videos, the process is the same. You just have to go about it a little bit differently. Set your arrow in the center and spin it and look to see for the wobble. There's not much wobble here on the point end, but there is some at the knock end. And the knock end is actually the most critical. So what you want to do, and you have to do this kind of slow, is set this pair of rollers between the end of your fletch and your knock, and just roll it back and forth and watch your wobble here. And you can see that we're wobbling just a bit. So I'm going to get it where this is down, which makes the wobble in here up. And I'll take it and I'll just lay it down just like that. And I'm going to start in front of the fletching this time. I don't want to have to mash the fletching, even though this is pretty well destroyed. I don't want to mash it unless I absolutely have to. So I'm going to try a little bit up here. And we're going to do it. And yes, that got it. The bend was right there. So now we're going to flip it around, lay it right out by the point and wobble, and it actually spins pretty good. So that one's done. Now let's check these others. None of these are really bad because I spend enough time straightening shafts before I make them that unless they hit something really hard like a rock or something, they're not going to bend too much during the life of the arrow. Okay, we've got the same situation here, so I'm going to spin it to where this end is down and bring it off, and once again we'll go in front of the fletching and then we'll spin it again, and that took care of that as well, which means the wobble was right in this area. So we're going to spin it to slip it to the other end. There is a little bit of wobble here, so we're going to get that down, and there we go. Now it moved a little bit of the wobble back towards this end, so let's take this end and look again. Now, okay, it seems that there's a little bit of wobble in the center of the shaft, so we're going to try and work a little bit right in there, and everything looks very good. Alright, let's take another. This is a broken shaft. It did hit something hard. So you can see it's way out of wobble at this end, not so much down at the knock end. But I'm eventually going to put a reparo on this end, and which I'd have to straighten it anyway. So let's take a look, go to where the wobble is down, and we'll pressure that. We'll do that again. Okay, and that's very straight. Let's look at this. Okay, we got a little bit of wobble here. And we'll go in front of the fletching. Okay, and that's taking care of that. I don't know if there's anything wrong with this one. There's not. But let's take a for instance. Let's say that we're spinning it here at the knock end, and this is a huge wobble here. Let's say it's in here. What I'll do is we'll locate that to where the wobble is down, and then I'll take it and I'll try to kind of mentally determine exactly where this is, and I will just lightly bring this down along with the lay of the fletching, and then when I get to where I think the bend is, I will just push straight down and bring it up, and then I will check it on the spinner. And then obviously I'll go to check the other end. That's basically how you maintain an arrow after it's been finished as far as keeping them straight. Hope this is of some help to y'all.